Good morning, good morning, good morning, fam. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How'd you sleep last night? Did you sleep good? I hope you slept good. But if you didn't, guess what? Tonight's a new night. You get to try it all over again. All right, so good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, and we want to start our practical steps with our road to financial freedom. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the mighty dollar this morning. Can you see that? The mighty dollar. Okay, so few videos back, we talked about that we wanted to start our road to financial freedom so that money does not stand in the way of us doing anything that God calls us to do. And we also determined that about everything that we have to do in life is going to require money to do it. It requires money for you to have a house. It requires money for you to drive a car. You know, everything around your house, your bills, as far as your light bill, your phone bill, and all of that requires money. So we know that the world revolves around money and we got to have it. And what we want to do in our journey is that we want to be financially free so that nothing stands in the way of us fulfilling the purposes that in life that God has called us to be and what God has called us to do. And we know that the way that we handle money is going to affect that. So think about a few videos back when we talked about the most important relationship in your life is who? With who? Remember when we talked about that? The most important relationship in your life is your relationship with God. And the second most important relationship in your life is your relationship with yourself. And how your relationship is with God and how your relationship is with yourself is going to be a direct correlation and a direct effect on how you handle money. And if we decided a long time ago, I'm going to keep saying it, that the word is the final authority in our life, that everything that we do regarding money, we want it to line up with the word, okay? Because we want to please God, because we know that he delights in the prosperity of his saints. So the first thing that we're going to do when we come to the practical steps in how we handle money and things that we need to do to make sure that we are on our road, on our journey to financial freedom, is that we first want to assess our relationship with God. How are you doing with that? Are you praying more? Are you reading your word more? Are you spending more time with God? Are you consciously doing the things and thinking the thoughts that you know are pleasing to him? As you strengthen that relationship, then the more that you're going to be successful in how you handle money. How about your relationship with yourself? Remember the other day when we talked about figure out the things that you're already rich in and just give those freely. Just flood people with that. Just flush people with the things that you're already rich in. Well, we know that those things that you are already rich in, those are God-given gifts that he gave you. And because you do it so naturally, you probably didn't notice it. So did you go and think about what people compliment you on all the time? What people are always saying that you're good at? What personality characteristics that people are always commending you on? Then those are the things that you want to continue to do and continue to strengthen that. But those other things that maybe you have doubts about yourself, about insecurities, about doubts, about your inability to do things, then we want to make sure that you are constantly strengthening those, because how you strengthen those is line up whatever those thoughts are with the word. If the word says, that I can do all things in Christ who strengthens me, through Christ who strengthens me, then you want to believe that. Believe in what God says about you. So as you strengthen your relationship with God and as you strengthen your own relationship with yourself, then you're going to be more successful at that. So let's start with this. Let's start with when it comes to finances. When it comes to the way that you handle money, what are the things that you're already good at? Are you already good at curbing your spending? Are you already good at giving and being a giver when it comes? And it doesn't necessarily have to be that you're giving money specifically. It could just be anything that you're given, because whatever you're given, if it's something material or tangible, it costs money to get it, right? All right, so maybe you're already good at giving, and that's a great thing, because God made us to be distribution centers, okay? So if you're already good at giving, as you increase in your finances, then that's going to be a habit that you've already established, and it's not going to stop. It's probably going to increase, all right? But the opposite effect of that is that if you're stingy or you're selfish, now with whatever you have, then the more you get, that's not going to automatically change. You're probably still going to be selfish. You're probably still going to be stingy. So we definitely want to work on that and make sure that we're doing all the things that we need to do to get that stinginess and selfishness out of our heart, because we know that that's not of God, okay? And we want to be pleasing to Him in everything that we do. Okay, so think about those things that you're already good at when it comes to money. Maybe you're good at saving. Maybe you have a nice little nest egg set aside. Maybe you got a great 401k or a Roth IRA or whatever you've been doing to invest. Maybe you're already good at that. Then great. Let's keep doing that. Matter of fact, let's turn it up a notch, okay? Let's turn it up a notch on all of those things that we're already good at. Or maybe you are really good at budgeting and making sure that you are wise in your spending, or wise in this. Or maybe you are good at staying out of debt, okay? Maybe you don't carry credit card debt. Maybe you are very frugal at making sure that you don't have debt in your life. Whatever things that you are really, really good at, then those are the things that you want to continue to focus on. Give yourself a pat on the back for being really good at those things. And the reason that this is so important that you recognize what you're really good in is because the things that you are not so good in, or that you know you need work, we don't want those things to defeat you, okay? So if you think about all the things that you can't do or that you're not doing well, then that's going to defeat you and cause you to forget those things that you are really good at. Okay, so make sure that you continue to focus on those things that you're good at. Give your own self an edification for those things that you're good at. You know what? I didn't go out to eat all weekend, and I am excited about that. If that's you, then go ahead and give yourself a compliment for that, okay? And then so as we focus on those things that we're really good at, then we're going to make a list of those things that we really need to work on, and then we'll talk about the practical steps that we need to do to improve in those areas, or to start good habits that's going to get us to a better place in those areas. So today is about focusing on the things that you're really good at, what you're really going to keep doing, what you're going to turn up a notch to continue to do. Maybe, hey, if I've been saving $50 a week, then I'm going to start saving $65 a week. Hey, if I've been investing 10% of my income, I'm going to change that to 12%. So let's think about those things that we're already good in. Focus on those things. Give yourself a pat on the back on those things. Try to turn it up a little bit a notch. And then the things in the back of our minds that we're not so good at, then those are the things that we're going to work on making steps to improve and be better in those things. So, hey, as we're on our journey to our road to financial freedom, that is what we want to focus on today on this Fantabulous Tuesday. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope that you have a super Fantabulous Tuesday. And I shall see you on the next video. How about that?